everyone, welcome to Vintage Weekend's live stream. If you're watching us for the very first time, don't forget to tap the screen and give us some likes. Hi, I'm Eileen.
Hello, my name is Eden.
And we are both the founders of Vintage Weekend. Vintage Weekend is a local fashion brand based in Singapore. We're one of the pioneer brands in Singapore doing sustainable fashion, and we focus on upcycling textile waste. To date, we've upcycled over 60 tons of textile waste. That's 60,000 kilograms. And that is over 150,000 items rehomed. That's how many items we've actually sold and rehomed to customers.
Welcome to Haji Lane. This is one of the 4 cultural districts of Singapore.
And we are right here at Vintage Weekend. I think it's super fitting that our store is here because Haji Lane is known for being a very indie place with lots of cool fashion.
About 10 years ago, Eileen and I were backpacking in Europe. And I noticed that Eileen really liked vintage shopping. So I decided one day I had this crazy idea. We see if we can bring any of this back and sell it back home. So with $2,000, that's how we started. And back then, we only had vintage blouses, vintage dresses, and vintage skirts. Eileen was working a full-time job and I just started uni. So it was like a side gig on the weekends. That's why we call it Vintage Weekend.
Throughout our curation of the vintage items that we did, we started to work closer and closer with the factories that deal with a lot of the textile waste. And throughout this sourcing process was where we saw a lot of materials that were outside of what we would normally source, like home textiles, like table linen, curtains, like things that were different. We just saw a lot of potential in using these materials to make new items out of it. Welcome to our Vintage Weekend warehouse. This is our storeroom where we store lots of our props, furniture, and also some upcycling bits and bobs. This is our magical stock room. I think our audience would love this because this is where we sort out a lot of our clothing collection. We receive a lot of different types of jeans, and there are some main flaws in jeans that are usually common amongst most of the waste that we see. A lot of fraying or fading at the sides, at the crotch, the knees portion, as well as the hams, and of course the butt portion because you're always sitting and standing. So what we try and do to work around all these problem areas is we would try and cut off or discard the ones that are problematic, and then we try and use the remaining materials to make something cute out of it. So this is how it looks. It's actually 2 jeans that we've sewn into 1 jean where we have the upside down effect of having the 2 jeans upside down from each other. Over here we have our overdose jeans. This one is made from a lot of different scraps. This was very experimental. We only made a very small batch of this. So this is another style of jeans that we do in a 2-tone way. This is called our half and half denim. We also tried some other pretty interesting design. We call this our lapis jeans because it's kind of like a lapis cake. All pretty different. I think we try and be super experimental with it.
Unlike fast fashion, all our clothes are one-of-a-kind individual pieces. So that means whatever sales we do, live sales or store sales, each one of them, if it's sold, it's gone already.
We want to create products that people want, and then later on they'll realize that, oh, it's sustainable, that's even better. So I feel based on looking at some colours online, I feel the light colours are not giving really. I have that thought of what I want already, and then I kind of match the materials and what is a possible production process to the design that I'm envisioning in my head. I probably always have over 100 designs in my head just going around, and then depending on the season, depending on the trend, depending on the materials available, I will kind of pick and match accordingly. You see those memes online of a woman's brain versus a man's brain. Mine is definitely the spaghetti noodle kind of vibes one. Our team is mostly made out of Gen Zs, but Eden and I, we're actually millennials, so we are the oldest people leading the team.
Actually, the funny story is that a lot of them started with being our customers first, and then when we needed to expand, actually a lot of them joined us. So I think it's very good that they are customers first because they really understand what the ethos of the brand is and who we are trying to be. For me, I really make it a point to really understand their personal needs.
I would say most Gen Zs want to enjoy their work and they want to feel like they have a good culture at work. They want to like make friends with their colleagues and stuff. Making friends with your boss is a bit more like,
This Ridwan, our store manager, he worked here for 3 years already, so I just bought him a Switch 2. Happy, yeah? Okay, and if you follow me over here, we have our very, very beautiful co-host Jolene and Tasha. And over here we have our content intern from LaSalle, Deanna. And this is our office cat, who's not working very well. So right now we are in the studio room. In a couple of hours time, we will be turning this place into our live set and then we will sell them clothes via live stream.
we started live streams in 2019.
Back then, it was just me and Eileen. I was holding a camera, Eileen was in front, and then we just talked to each other for like hours on end. And like, it really gets to you over time.
Hello everybody!
Oh my God.
Okay, this is the a lot of new items today, guys, so you want to be excited. By the way, all of these are size small.
Right now, our live stream schedule is about 3 times a week. What we do is usually in every single live stream, we'll showcase about 300 products.
Each live stream, we have about 2 to 3 live hosts. We're always trying to showcase different body types so that it can be more approachable to people.
There's a squirrel behind here and also in front here. Oh my god, there's 2, okay? B113.
And then behind the camera, there's usually me and one admin. And we're just trying to deal with everybody's orders and queries at the same time.
Okay, and I just wanted to remind everybody, since we are doing on platform I again, right? Bundle promos are back, okay?
Yes.
I've heard from TikTok that for our live streams, we have an extremely high engagement rate. The engagement rate, our customers are twice more streamed in than normal shops out there.
4 items, $12 off, 5 items, $16 off.
Yes, we have bundle promos today.
And self-collect is available.
I think that's why we have a very competitive edge in live streaming, because for us, the fact that it's one of a kind is the best thing for live stream. And they're always like, oh my god, what's the next piece? What's the next piece? What's the next piece? What prints do you have? Do you have this in like... It's very intriguing for us.
Okay, please help me to take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So during our downtime, I like to do some DIY. So I do like painting a lot actually. So I like to paint on denim or like paint on some of the clothes that I have, just to make it a bit more me, I guess.
For me, actually, I do this every day. I tend to my plants.
So this is our house.
We moved in here about 2 years ago. I think initially I told Eileen I wanted a house with pink walls.
The general vibe of our house, I would say, is like a colourful alternative vibe, I guess. You can see from this combo tree.
Hey, are you ready for some tea?
I would love to create more sustainable art installations. I would love to do upcycling for major brands. A lot of big dreams that we would have for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna unpick the straps first. I'm thinking like a 4 or 5 strap braid.
So what we're trying to do now is that we're trying to work with more companies, because we feel that with larger companies we can make like larger impact that hopefully takes us a lot faster to upcycle the same amounts.
Working on right now would be a collab with Fjällräven, which is a Nordic outdoors brand. Right now we are upcycling their Konkan backpacks, upcycling it into what we call a king Konkan, like a big one.
It's gonna be like 1 meter tall, so like they wanted something that from far you can see that it's upcycled from their old Konkan pieces, so like King Konkan.
This is like a very new thing that we are doing, like helping other companies be sustainable. So we have some client work where sometimes our clients come to us with their waste and then they want to turn it into something creative, but they're not really sure how.
We try and hang what's on that like this area
Okay,
items.
so like
this one.
neighboring
Yeah,
items.
yeah, yeah. So that they can see that clearly like the Miss V is over there. How we continue to make impact is we always continue to think about more design ideas, more ways that we can scale and reach different types of audience. When it comes to design, I'm always thinking about people in the most diverse manner.
No, I thought
Yeah.
maybe we can have a system where we put like the new consignments here.
So we want to make sure that like we are attracting people based on like the desirability of our products as opposed to like kind of like pushing the sustainability message first and being like, oh, this is sustainable, like you must buy, otherwise you are a person who destroys the earth kind of vibe.